Hand coloring the big red cheese? Grab your pen and paper, it's time for Draw TV. As promised, I'm coloring the original Captain Marvel, Shazam if you will, by hand. I'm just using color pencils and some Sharpie markers. But before I show you that, here are my favorite Avengers from the comics. I wouldn't try to change the Avengers in the films, but if they wanted to add, Submariner, or maybe Professor Gamble, look that one up, kids. It's Marvel's answer to Doctor Who. Maybe he can fix things that happened in Infinity War. So here we go. 7, not in any kind of particular order, but I'm only picking 7, and that is all. Hawkeye, not the film version, but the comic version. As I was saying, I'm using comics only. I love the way he and Cap butt heads, but they always have each other's back. And I always like the idea of an archer superhero, a guy who shoots arrows. I think that's just really cool. Next is 2 in 1, the Vision and the Scarlet Witch. He's a robot, she's a magician, and you can't have one without the other. They're a couple, they love each other. This duo looks great together, color scheme wise, design wise, and when written correctly, the Vision and Scarlet Witch could have some of the best adventure / romance / heartbreaking stories in comics all around. Hank Pym, better known as Giant Man or Ant-Man or Yellow Jacket, a bit of an identity crisis. Anyway, and the Wasp. Giant Man and the Wasp, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, or Yellow Jacket and the Wasp, they're a great couple. And they were 2 of the founding members of the original Avengers back in the 60s. They've always worked well together and separately. Did you know the Wasp led the Avengers at one point? How's about that? Speaking of founding members, this guy was not Captain America. Though he wasn't there in the beginning, Cap is the best leader and motivator for the team. And he can fight, and that's kind of important when you're an Avenger. The Hulk can be a great ally on your team, but that can change pretty quickly if he gets angry at one of his teammates and takes out your whole team in about 5 seconds. Bruce Banner is also a great scientist. They need this on their team. Hank is a great scientist. Bruce Banner is a great scientist. It's awesome. Unfortunately, Bruce Banner is a powder keg that could go off at any second. So, if he can't keep his cool, Hulk smash! The son of Odin, brother to Loki, and destroyer of enemies all across the universe, the mighty Thor is one of the most powerful comic heroes around. And his enemies know it.
For the glory of Asgard.
Now, I don't want to pick a favorite, but Tony Stark, Iron Man. He's the best member of the team. He is the tech guy, the go-to guy. When everything else hits the fan, Iron Man's got a plan. So, Iron Man, enough said on that. Hey, what about the Black Widow? Well, I always liked her better back in the 70s when she was teamed up with Daredevil. Back when it was a Daredevil Black Widow comic book. That's just my opinion, and I'm just one guy. Who are your favorite Avengers, and who would you like to see in the comics? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have some ideas for who would be really, really cool in the Avengers movies, let me know in the comments as well. But make sure you let me know that it's a movie and not the comics, or a cartoon, or whatever one you pick. Just let me know which one. And also, maybe tell me who your favorite Avenger is. Like mine's Iron Man. Who is yours? And now, I'm going to begin hand coloring Captain Marvel. While you're watching this, I want to make sure that you know that I have a teepublic store. And when you buy things there, I have money to be able to make more crazy projects and videos and comics and all kinds of fun stuff. So go buy teepublic and look for Vance Capley Art 1972. And Stop by lulu.com. That's where I have my books at. My comics and books are there. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week on Draw TV.